I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to tell you something. I passed out at work and I'll be staying in the hospital for 3 days.
Oh my God! I'll ask my boss if I can fly back home today.
Don't worry, honey.
Don't worry? Of course I'm worried about you.
It's not that serious.
I wish I weren't in Mexico for work. I would have rushed to the hospital right away. Do you know why you collapsed?
My doctor said it was malnutrition. I was trying to save money.
Huh?
There were some days I only ate a piece of toast, and other days I didn't eat at all.
Only a piece of toast?
Yes, pretty much.
You have to eat more, and you don't have to worry about money in the first place.
I only make 1,200 each paycheck. Unfortunately, I can't make ends meet.
What do you mean you can't make ends meet?
Since you were transferred to Mexico, I've been living off of only my income. That's why I've been having a hard time financially.
But I send you $4,000 every month. Why do you have a money problem?
What are you talking about? I've never received any money from you.
Yes, I've been sending you money every month. Don't you remember before I left for Mexico, I said I'd transfer you money every month?
I don't recall.
I was off on the day. As far as I remember, you were working the night before. I'm pretty sure we talked about our living expenses during lunch.
I must have been tired. I probably wasn't really listening.
I've mentioned this many times, but you can quit your job if it's too much for you. I make enough for the 3 of us.
I like my job, so I don't want to quit.
As I said earlier, I do send you money. After you get out of the hospital, make sure to check your bank account. About your job, we'll see how you feel after this and figure out what to do.
I don't have my debit card.
Why not?
I gave it to Tom.
He shouldn't have it. What does he need it for?
He told me he needed my Bank of America account to pay for one of his games on his phone. There wasn't much money left in it anyway, and my pay doesn't go into the account. I thought it wouldn't matter.
What if he abuses it?
He wouldn't do that. He's a good kid.
But you can't just let him do whatever he wants.
He was getting harassed at work 2 years ago. He quit his job because of it, and he lives with me now.
Yes, I know that. But all he does is stay home without even looking for a job. What's he thinking?
Don't blame him. He's still suffering from the trauma. I feel like at least one of us should be more understanding.
But letting him do whatever he wants isn't good for him. You should be more strict and assertive.
Easier said than done.
If I were there, I could give him a lecture. This is getting complicated.
Now that I can't work, I'm not sure how I'll afford to live next month.
I'll take care of our financial situation. Jennifer, focus on your health first.
Honey, there's also something else. I'm $50,000 in debt.
Tell me you're joking.
I'm sorry, but life has been hard since you left.
What about my savings? It's for emergencies.
I spent most of it.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
You've been extremely busy, so I didn't want to make you worried.
Anyway, let's talk about it more later. I need to talk with Tom first.
Please don't be harsh with him, okay?
He's almost 20 years old. We shouldn't spoil him.
But
I'll watch what I say. I promise I won't be condescending.
Okay, I trust you.
Anyway, you get some rest now.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm currently living in Mexico for work. This is my second year here. My wife, Jennifer, is 60 years old, 12 years older than me. She's decent and reserved. I had a big crush on her, and after busting my butt to get her attention, we fell in love and got married. Our son, Tom, will turn 20 this year. He's quite selfish and a bit of a handful. After he graduated from high school, he found a job. He moved out of our house, and it was good. It took a lot of load off our shoulders, but within half a year, he quit his job and started living with us again. Unfortunately, it was bad timing as I'd just gotten my transfer orders. Since I left, he's pretty much been doing whatever he likes. What is worse, my wife lets him get away with it. I'm at a loss. My wife got pregnant after many years of trying on fertility treatment, and we had Tom. I understand why my wife is so overprotective, but I have to get involved before it's too late to fix the problem. I texted Tom right away. I couldn't believe what he said. I need to talk with you. Me too! What a coincidence! I heard old mom collapsed at work just now. She's just being lazy, hiding from the housework in the hospital. Good for her. Hey, aren't you worried about your mother? She collapsed from starvation. Yeah, I'm concerned. 'Cause there's nobody to go grocery shopping or cook around here now. And I'm allergic to dust, so I need her to clean the house. Otherwise, I might get sick too. Stop thinking about yourself only. Take care of your mother. You're a grown-up man. You can do the cleaning yourself. Whatever. I got some extra money yesterday, so I can order takeout for dinner and maybe get a cleaning service. You mean the money for living expenses I sent yesterday, right? Oh, you know I've been spending your money. Oh man, bastard. Why did you take her debit card? When I started living with you guys again, you got the transfer offer to Mexico. Were you listening to our conversation about the money? I just happened to hear it on my way to the bathroom. You mean you knew I'd send money to your mom? That's why you took the card. Am I right? Bingo. Go give it back to your mom right now. That money isn't for you. Come on, Dad. I can't live on the money she gives me. Hold on. Do you get an allowance from her? Yeah, she gives me $500 a month. Since when? Ever since I quit my job. At first, it was only $100, but recently, I've had bigger expenses. So, Mom started giving me a little more. No wonder your mother got sick. But I still have trauma from my old job. You should show me more empathy as a parent. It's been 2 years. Isn't that long enough of a mental break? Whoa, that's a typical statement from the older generation. We are living in 2023. Do you realize what you just said is not acceptable? You're old enough to be independent. You're doing nothing with your life staying at home. This isn't acceptable in any era. I have depression and PTSD. My life has been tough. Did your doctor give you this diagnosis? No, I self-diagnosed online. I don't believe this crap. Mom does. I'll tell her you're faking it. I'm not faking. First of all, get out of my house. Be more responsible. Are you trying to get rid of me? Give me a break. Tom, I'm serious. Stop depending on Mom so much. You have to become more self-sufficient.
I just texted her.
She's in the hospital. Don't give her any more stress.
I just took a screenshot of Mom's text. Mom says, don't move out. She doesn't want to live on her own without me.
I don't get it.
That reminds me. She says she wouldn't be able to make ends meet if she raised my allowance. So I got pissed off and told her I'm fed up with my life and pretended to try and kill myself by jumping out the upstairs window. I guess she remembers.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, our power dynamic flipped upside down that day. Mom does everything I say now. I'm the winner.
You.
It was easy to control and manipulate her. She just gave me money whenever I asked for it.
What?
Even when I was a student, I'd complain to Mom about my small allowance, and she'd give me extra money right away.
I've been saying to her that she shouldn't spoil you. I can't believe she's turned you into a spoiled brat while I've been away.
You've been so busy. It's all your fault for not being at home, right? You should blame yourself, not me.
I have a headache.
Mom has to work hard to support my lifestyle. She fawns over me, but she's easy to control.
She told me she likes her job.
That's not true. She works hard to earn my allowance. She even used to send me money after I got a job.
I should have talked with her more about parenting. It's all my fault.
It's a bit too late for regrets.
You know what? I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of the house. I'll talk to your mother about it all.
Well, even if you get me to live, your debt won't disappear.
She told me about the $50,000. You're the one who caused all of this. And you're the one that got us into debt. You'll have to help us pay it off.
Wait a second. It's not my problem. 'Cause I borrowed the money in your name. Legally, it's on you to pay it back.
What?
I used your name because I had some business to deal with.
So, it's not really her debt then. It's yours. Did you really use my name without my permission to borrow the money?
Yeah, I'm unemployed, so I couldn't get a loan approval.
How could you do that to me?
You are the ones who raised me in the first place. Isn't this ultimately your fault?
You're right. You've proved that I failed as a parent.
Why don't you take full responsibility and support me for the rest of my life? And don't forget to deal with that debt.
I'm coming home soon. We're gonna have a family meeting when I get there.
It'll be a waste of time. But if you want to do it, go ahead. See ya! Can I borrow some money? Mom's not here and I need it for groceries and other stuff. I need money.
I'm speechless. You're still talking like that.
She's still in the hospital, so who else can I ask for help? Besides, she'd be upset if something bad happened to her one and only son. Are you okay with that?
You won't get any money from me.
You send her $4,000 every month.
That's for your mother, for expenses.
Are you sure you won't change your mind? She doesn't want to see me miserable. You know that, right? I wonder how she will react when she finds out I'm dead.
Mom's already out of the hospital.
What? She hasn't come home yet. She must be in the hospital still.
She flew to Mexico this morning.
Seriously?
How sad that you sucked up all of her energy until she was an emaciated shell of herself. I wish I had known what was going on.
Why sit there? Explain!
Mom tried her best raising you. She showed up at my place this morning. She was crying and begged me to let her in.
How did she get the money to fly there? I have her card. How did she get to Mexico?
I sent her some money.
How did you do that?
I asked her to open a new bank account and then wired her $10,000.
Really?
I don't think I'll be home anytime soon because I have work to do. But I sent her some cash so she could live more comfortably.
Throw some of that my way, too.
Absolutely not. I wanted to go back to the US to talk about our family issues. I'm surprised she actually came here. I guess she couldn't wait any longer.
She actually left me behind. What kind of mother is she?
You spent all of our money and put me into debt using my name without my permission. I can't even think of you as our child anymore.
Shut up!
At first, she told me she had borrowed money because she needed help financially. Do you know why your mother said it was her debt?
When I told her what happened, she said she'd take care of it. She was gonna pay it off for me, I guess.
Well, listen. She changed her mind.
Now?
You didn't even go see her once in the hospital, did you?
Nope. So?
She finally realized she was just a money tree to you. Well, it's a little late, but I'm glad she finally noticed.
I didn't visit her because I was a little busy. It doesn't make sense that she'd abandon me because I didn't visit her.
You are unemployed. What were you so busy with? You have nothing but time.
I was worried about her.
I don't think you were that worried. You didn't even know when she was getting out of the hospital.
Fine, but it's irresponsible of her to leave me behind for that reason.
We are your parents, and all you do is take. I don't understand you.
So, what am I supposed to do about the debt?
You have to pay it off. All of it.
It's in your name. You can't change it. Too late.
Actually, I called my bank and I've already explained to them that you use my name without my permission.
So what? You're still responsible for the payment.
I've also consulted a lawyer. If the signature analysis proves you forged my name, then I'm not responsible for the debt.
You must be kidding me.
Your mother hasn't paid back a penny of it yet. So, I'm gonna make you pay back the $50,000 with interest. Just be ready for that.
I'm still deeply scarred from the workplace harassment. I'm not healthy enough to look for work yet.
You were lazy at work and they told you off. Do you really think that counts as workplace harassment? Are you crazy?
How do you know that?
At work, didn't you have a classmate from high school?
Yeah. Did he tell you that?
I didn't really trust you, so I called him.
I can't believe you did that.
I heard you slacked off whenever you had a chance, forced your colleagues to pick up the slack, and you just did whatever you wanted instead.
I don't really remember.
Stop playing dumb. When your boss found out and called you in, you got upset and quit on the spot. This is the real reason why you can't work, isn't it?
It's true, I may have slacked off a bit, but I thought the way he lectured me was considered harassment in this day and age.
there's nothing wrong in reprimanding lazy employees. It's not old-fashioned.
Whatever! I'm gonna call Mom now.
Too late.
Dad, no matter what you say, when she hears her son's voice, she'll change her mind and help me.
Mom got a new phone.
What about her phone number?
She changed it and her email address too. And she got a new WhatsApp account. Basically, you can't get a hold of her anymore.
Are you serious?
Yes, she's done with you. Your mother said she's not gonna keep in touch with you.
Is she there?
Yes, she's here.
Can you ask her for me? This is gonna ruin my wedding plans. I'm sure she'd care about that, wouldn't she?
Are you talking about the woman you met online through that game you play?
Yeah, it wouldn't be so funny if my marriage plans get cancelled because of you guys. Tell her to help me.
Let me get this straight. You've got the $50,000 debt and the $4,000 per month I've been sending, and a $500 monthly allowance from your mother. You spent all of it on your fiancé, didn't you? Your mom told me everything.
That's right. She runs a company and she needed extra money to cover some losses. That's why I transferred the money to her.
Are you saying this business owner needed your money? That's odd.
For her startup company, she's been working her butt off to get things rolling.
But I don't understand why you had to help her.
I'm gonna be her husband. I'm supposed to support her. Besides, she wanted to put some of the money aside for our wedding. I didn't give her all of the money for the business. She kept some of it aside for us.
That's why you borrowed money in my name?
It's pretty common that parents pay for their kids' wedding, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure there are families that can afford that.
In that case, why don't you consider the debt as wedding gift? You can at least do that for me.
Hey, have you ever thought you might be getting scammed?
What the hell are you talking about?
Have you met her?
I haven't met her yet, in person, but she sent me pictures. I'll send you her photos, Dad. Isn't she adorable? There's just no way she could be a scammer.
Anybody can create a fake profile with free images online.
You'll see. I'm gonna text her now. I'll prove she's not a fraud. It's weird. She hasn't texted me back yet. She usually replies right away.
Maybe she knows you're on to her. It's quite possible she's already flown the coop.
That's impossible!
Tom, I'm not a cold-hearted man. Regarding your debt, I'll help you out. You don't need to panic.
You're gonna help me pay it off?
Here's the thing. I've got a connection to a center where you can get the help you need.
What are you talking about?
This institution offers programs to help people get their lives back to normal. You can get your life in order under professional supervision. And they'll also help you explore different job opportunities. Oh, but you won't be allowed to use your phone or a computer.
Oh my God! It sounds like hell!
But you'll get paid once you find a job. You'll be able to pay off your debt in no time.
I won't have much freedom.
I don't care. You'll have to pay back every penny of the money you've stolen.
You're financially stable?
For you to straighten out your life, you have to face your punishment.
You can't do that to me!
I have to tell you one more thing. Your mom and I are selling the house. So, you have no choice but to go to the institution.
I had no idea this was coming.
We had no choice. Otherwise, you wouldn't have learned your lesson, would you?
Holy cow!
Some staff from the facility will be coming to pick you up soon. You'd better behave.
Dad, please! I'll behave!
It's not something a 20-year-old man should have to say. If you want us to consider you part of the family again, you should think about what you've done while you are at the center.
Oh my God!
The center came and picked him up. My wife and I consulted the police about the fraudster who scammed Tom. As the result of the investigation, the suspect was identified. She got arrested, but we haven't gotten the money back. Tom has been working at the institution and sends us money every month. At first, we received letters from him begging for help. But lately, he's been expressing regret about his actions. His new life at the center has us relieved. My wife seems anxious at first, but she spends more time for herself now. She studies Chinese, does yoga, and whatnot. I'm happy for her. Unfortunately, Tom didn't grow up the way we expected. It is all my fault. We will continue to support Tom until he gets back on the right track for his future.
Dad, do you have a minute?
Isabella?
I really need to talk to you about something, and I really need your help.
You're coming home today, right? Maybe we can talk about it when you get home.
It has to be now. I don't think it's a good idea that Mom finds out about it. Just for this month, I need you to send money.
Send you money?
Yeah, I can't take it anymore.
What do you mean?
I work part-time, but don't make enough money to live and can't afford to eat. So, can you send me some money even if it's only $150?
What? But you spend $3,000 per month.
What? What are you talking about?
I thought we had given you a credit card just for you. Is it possible that your mom did not give it to you?
I am more confused now.
I created a credit card for you to use for living expenses while you are living alone and instructed your mother to give it to you.
Really? She didn't give it to me. Mom never mentioned the credit card to me in the first place.
You've been living alone for 3 months, right? I just wanted to let you know because your bill has a balloon to $3,000.
Okay, I don't spend that much. I'm living off the earnings from my high school part-time job.
You're right. There's no way you would spend that much money.
Besides, Mom told me something like this.
Like what?
She explained, "We don't have any money, so we can only pay for your tuition. The rest of the time you'll have to work part-time to make ends meet."
I don't mean to brag, but our family is fairly well off. I believe we can pay more than your tuition.
When I asked her about it, she said you went into debt because of your business.
Of course not. First of all, I can't think of any reason why I would go into debt.
I said the same thing, but Mom said, "It appears he doesn't want us to know, so let's pretend we don't."
That is not possible. If I ever get into debt, I'll be completely honest with you.
I know. There's no way you'd keep something so important from us.
Why would Amelia do such a thing? Is she the one responsible for the credit card use?
I think it's quite possible.
Amelia's mood appears to have shifted in a negative direction recently.
That's not all. Actually, about $150 of the part-time job money I saved during high school, she asked me to wire it to her, so I did.
What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, Mom told me that our finances are tight.
How long has it been since you've eaten?
For the past 4 days, I haven't eaten properly. Every 2 days, only one meal of pastries.
No matter how much you eat, that will destroy your body.
I live in a college dorm, but I have to purchase meal tickets for breakfast and other meals. That money went toward my dorm rent for the second semester.
Rent?
To pay the rent with my current savings, I'd have to drastically reduce my food consumption.
You don't have to do that. I'm the one who should be paying for it. Besides, if it's rent, I already paid it for a year.
Really? I thought you haven't paid for it.
I'm sorry, Isabella. I didn't realize you were suffering like that.
It's understandable that you didn't notice because I live in a dorm. But even so, I appreciate it.
Anyway, today's my day off, so let's go out to lunch. I'll pick you up at the station.
Dad, thank you.
You can order whatever you like.
Oh, wow.
But why did Amelia decide to say I was in debt? I can't help but feel she's up to something. My name is Noah Miller. I am a department manager at a large insurance company. My family consists of me, Amelia, and Isabella, my daughter. Isabella was on her way to our house on a train just a few days ago when she texted me saying she didn't have any money and couldn't afford to eat. She didn't get the credit card, and Amelia was lying to her. Furthermore, the money she worked hard to earn from her high school part-time job was taken from her, which shocked me. Isabella was malnourished and skinny when I met her at the station. So I immediately took her to a restaurant she wanted to go to. I was relieved to see her enjoying her meal. At the same time, I began to have doubts about Amelia, concerning the use of the credit card and the money Isabella earned from her part-time job. I thought that Amelia was probably involved in this case. I don't want to doubt my beloved wife, but she's been behaving strangely recently, and I can't help but seriously doubt her. I will ask her about it tomorrow. Hey, honey.
What's up? I'm busy right now, so please make it quick.
This is serious. It's a family affair.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Do you remember when I gave you Isabella's credit card?
Yes, I remember.
I asked you to give that card to her, but you never did.
I handed it to her. Maybe she just lost it. She's always been a bit careless.
I don't think so. Isabella may take a long time to get ready, but she has never forgotten anything.
Is that so?
And you know, she's always been good with money.
I didn't know that.
You're her mom. You should know that.
What's the point? Are you saying you'll make me take care of the house and Isabella?
That's not it. Isn't it natural for a parent to comprehend their child's personality?
How should I know that?
Gosh, you are... Besides, I heard you told Isabella some weird things.
weird things.
That I'm in debt because of the company and can't send her money because we're struggling to make ends meet. How can you tell such a lie to my daughter?
Isn't Isabella just lying?
She would never lie like that. Isabella hasn't been able to eat in days because of you. It must have been extremely difficult for her.
Really?
That's not all. I heard that Isabella sent you $150.
That's another of her lies. Why do you think I'm guilty of everything?
Because you have a history.
Huh?
Don't you remember doing the same thing before?
No, I don't.
You did take money from my mom's purse the last time you went to my parents' house, didn't you?
Oh, about that. But it's a thing of the past. Who cares?
My mom found out and got very angry with you.
She was exaggerating her outrage over a few $100s. She only had to save the money again.
It's not that easy to save money.
Even if that's true, we didn't have any money, so we had no other choice. I have to cook meals for my family, so I need to pay for the ingredients.
But I give you enough money every month, remember? And I told you that you could withdraw the money for food from our shared account.
What do you expect me to do with a mere $1,500?
I think that's more than enough. I mean, you can tell the difference between what you can and cannot do just because it's someone you know, right?
Well, forget it.
Remember how you got down on your knees and promised not to do it again and that you'd work to repay her?
That's correct. Isn't that why I worked part-time for a month to pay back the money?
That's right. That's why we forgave you. But lately, don't you think something's not right?
What?
Isn't your clothing becoming more flashy and your makeup thicker?
Of course, I'm a woman. At the very least, I must dress up.
Even so, it's too flashy.
But that's my business, isn't it?
You're not spending much time at home these days. Who is it that you call every night?
Why should you care? Do you know about all of my friendships?
You always say that when you have something to hide.
Shut up! Anyway, I'm going out. That's enough.
Amelia, you did it again?
What's wrong? The credit card thing. I knew it was you, Mom. I don't understand.
I can't believe you are also cheating on me.
I would never do such a thing.
Don't play dumb. I have proof.
Mom, you really haven't changed at all. I told you I didn't do anything. How did you investigate me in the first place?
In fact, I went to a detective agency 2 weeks ago, the day after I communicated with you, because your behavior was too suspicious.
You never told me about it.
He didn't. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if he told you.
But I'm sure it wasn't a big agency, right? Because all detectives are liars. You may have been presented with evidence of a lie.
That is impossible because they are a well-known firm. To begin with, if they were false, rumors would spread quickly on the internet nowadays, and I doubt they would be able to stay in business. Don't you think so?
Who knows?
I'm not sure how long you can act so optimistically.
You're behaving assertively, so why don't you tell me what you found out? I'm curious what kind of nonsense the famous detective told you.
You met a guy in his 20s at a coffee shop in front of the station a week ago, right?
And you two exchanged a passionate kiss in public, didn't you?
That's it?
And then you went to a hotel together, right? You did this during the day. I'm about to throw up.
We are just friends.
Then why would two friends go to a hotel like that?
It was simply a request for some life advice.
Then you could have gone somewhere else. Why did you two have to go all the way to the hotel? Two strangers, a man and a woman.
I go through some difficult times myself.
What do you mean by difficult times?
That's none of your business.
Of course it is. We're family.
You're persistent. It doesn't matter what it's about.
You've changed the topic. I've already met the man with whom you're cheating on me.
No way.
I just wanted to say a few words to him because he's been taking care of my wife.
Why did you even bother to meet him?
The guy then turned pale and told me about his affair with you.
Did he open his mouth? This is horrible.
Oh, so now you admitted it.
Huh?
That was just a bluff. Dad has never met the guy.
Oh, shit! I didn't mean to say that.
Thanks for digging a hole for yourself.
You are making fun of me.
You did the same thing to us, didn't you? We're even.
We've eliminated the possibility that the detective is a liar.
Besides, the evidence the detective sent us isn't just photos, you know.
You can't get away with it anyway because the recorded data is included in the evidence.
What do you mean?
In the data you said, if it's money, I have plenty of it. My husband gave me a credit card and my daughter gave me money. So here it is. Don't tell me you don't remember saying that.
You've got to be kidding. Was that even recorded?
You must underestimate us so much.
You were crying and regretting what you've done a few years ago. What happened to you, though?
There is a saying, danger past and God forgotten. But that doesn't mean you can forget everything.
People forget insignificant memories.
Does that mean that the incident was unimportant to you?
That can't be true. I'm sorry for what happened to you guys.
If you feel that way, why would you do it again?
It's because you haven't been paying attention to me lately and Isabella has moved out.
But that doesn't mean you can do the same thing twice.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
How can I trust you? I will punish you thoroughly now.
What are you going to do to me?
I'm going to demand that you and your partner pay for the damage you caused us. And I'll make sure you pay the credit card bill as well as the $150 you took from my daughter.
The total will be well over $7,500.
Stop it! I'm a housewife. There's no way I can pay.
Why don't you just work part-time and pay us back like you did before? We're not your ATM, okay?
You keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I will never forgive you.
You're both terrible. That's too much. How could you do this to me?
That is exactly what we want to say to you. How can you say such a thing after doing so many terrible things to your family?
You betrayed your husband, you betrayed your daughter, and you betrayed yourself. Don't be ridiculous. Hey, what does family mean to you? Is it a useful tool for you? Speak up.
It's...
First of all, what angered me was the fact that you forced Isabella to starve herself.
I didn't put her through that.
What are you talking about? You took money from your daughter.
I was stunned and speechless when I saw Isabella so thin.
I thought the family was suffering, so I tried my best not to depend on the two of them for money, okay?
Isabella had put up with so many things for the sake of her family. You have a lot of guts to exploit my daughter's family-oriented heart.
I just wanted some money. I never intended to take advantage of her.
As a result, Isabella couldn't eat for days.
I'm sorry, but it's over, isn't it?
No way. Apologize properly to Isabella. You did the worst thing a parent can do.
What's your problem? You can't change the past. You must not dwell on my mistakes in the past.
That has nothing to do with this. Can't you even apologize for something you did wrong?
That's not the point.
What is your mental age? Making excuses after doing something wrong is similar to a child.
I get it. I'll apologize, okay? Whatever, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry at all. Then, I have no other choice but to divorce you.
Huh?
Isn't it obvious? You took money from your daughter and aren't sorry, but you're always complaining about it.
That's correct. And you grudgingly apologize to me in this manner. I don't need a mother like you.
I can't be with a wife who doesn't take care of her own daughter.
Wait a minute.
Of course, I'll see to it that you pay for the damage and money you stole from me. Got it?
I won't do it again.
To be honest, when you stole my mom's money, I should have divorced you. So, I guess I was still green when I forgive you.
I was carried away by my emotions and forgave you because we are also family. I wish I could slap the shit out of myself at that point.
Please, I don't want a divorce. Please reconsider. I love you guys with all my heart.
You mean as an ATM, right?
No, it's not.
I can't believe what you say. I'm saying goodbye to you, forever.
You've made life difficult for Isabella and me. You should put yourself in our shoes. If your enemies hurt you, take double the payback.
Forgive me.
I then filed a compensation claim against Amelia and the man with whom she was having an affair. The guy claimed he wasn't serious about the relationship, but that's not an excuse. Amelia was forced to work at a nearby factory. Amelia was crying at first, saying she didn't want to do hard labor any longer. Isabella, on the other hand, told her sternly that she had to pay for everything she had done up to this point. She reluctantly agreed. There is also a Miss Bossypants at the factory who is constantly sarcastic with her. Amelia begs me every day to quit, but I don't care. The amount of money she owes me is several $1,000s, so it will take time to repay. I divorced her without difficulty, and Isabella is staying with me. Amelia believes that if I see her working hard, I will reconsider divorcing her. She's having a dream like that, but I haven't changed my mind.
Lillian, today is finally our wedding day. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so glad I met you. I'm leaving now. Are you ready?
Good morning, Frank. I've been really looking forward to today too. I'm leaving in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah? Great. The weather's beautiful and it's a great day for photos.
I'm a sunny girl, you know. We're planning to have it outside, so it's great that the weather's nice.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, actually, I've been checking the weather forecast on a daily basis, and it's like I'm excited one day, worried the next.
Oh yeah?
By the way, did you talk to Fiona today?
Why, what's up with Fiona? She came back to the house last night. She did say she was looking forward to the wedding.
Well, we talked about it before, right? Fiona said she doesn't like me. She's not very nice when she talks to me. She even told me that she didn't want to go to the wedding. And yet the other night when we were having dinner at your parents' house, she said, I think I will go to the wedding. I can't get it out of my head the way she looked at me and smirked. I hope she's not up to something.
Why? What can Fiona do? Besides, she's my sister. Of course she wants us to be happy. She's always been close to me. It's not that she doesn't like you. It's that she feels like I'm being taken away from her. I'm sure she'll come to like you too. After all, you're the one I love.
You're right. I'm putting too much into it. I'm sorry for downing your sister, Frank. Just forget what I said.
Don't worry about it. I know this is just a once-in-a-lifetime event for you, and I know you are anxious about it.
Thanks. I'm ready, so I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, take care. I'll see you later.
Surprise! It went off as planned. I would never approve of you getting married to my brother. I didn't even want to come to the wedding. You don't even look good in a wedding dress. I don't know why he wanted an ugly plain girl like you. Now that I pushed you into the pool, I feel a little better. I didn't do anything wrong. It's your fault for choosing a place with a pool in the first place. And what's with the fancy pool spectacle anyway? I made it clear all along that I didn't want you two to get married. Now you see what happens when you don't listen to me. You're so lame, almost drowning in that shallow of water. Seeing the desperation in your face made you even uglier. Oh my god, I'll probably dream about it tonight. But I don't think there could have been a better surprise. The bride falling into the pool? It was the best gift, wasn't it? It fits you, the one who took my brother away from me. Well, my work is done here, and it looks like it's going to be a while before the reception continues. I'm out of here.
I didn't expect Fiona to push you into the pool. It turned out to be a nice surprise. Everyone was laughing so hard. You're too old to drown in such a shallow pool. Oh, that was hilarious. A wedding with laughter, that's what I'm talking about. The dress change, everyone knew what's going on. I told them it would take a little time. It's okay if you're a little late, but come back as soon as you can. Lillian, you're taking too long. We can't keep everyone waiting any longer. We've already finished playing the profile video. Everyone's getting tired of waiting. Are you sulking? She did that as a surprise for us, you know. There's no need to be so angry. She even timed it to coincide with your changing. It was time to change anyway, so why not? The place is starting to get a little restless. You don't want to worry everyone just because you fell into the pool. Even the people at the ceremony are worried. How much longer is this going to take? I know you're looking at your cell phone. Anyway, get back to me as soon as you can.
The ceremony is cancelled. I've notified the ceremony staff. I think they're going to start making announcements now.
What? I didn't hear anything about that.
I don't need to tell you. Just get a divorce.
Huh? Divorce? We just got married. You were looking forward to today's wedding too. And now you're divorcing me just because my sister pushed you into a swimming pool? Come on, just get out here. Let's continue with the wedding, I'm begging you. Lillian?
It's over, the wedding party and you siblings. Tell your sister so too.
Lillian, what do you mean it's over? Don't go talking crazy. I've been trying to reach you every day. Why don't you answer your phone? Please call me or send me a text. Just get back to me. I can't believe you actually called off the wedding. Why are you so angry? It was my relative who did it. You could have just laughed and forgiven her.
Laugh and forgive? Are you an idiot?
Just when I think you finally answer me, what's with the idiot? Divorce, you're kidding, right? Besides, I've been trying to get a hold of you this whole time. Why didn't you answer me? I didn't want to cancel the wedding. I didn't know how to explain to everyone what happened after that. It was so hard. And because you cancelled the reception halfway through, I had to return the wedding gifts to everyone. Thanks to that, we had to pay the entire $40,000 for the wedding. What are you going to do about it? If you insist on a divorce, then you should pay all the expenses. You don't want to do that, do you? So stop talking about divorce.
What's that? Still no word from the lawyer?
Huh?
I don't care what happens. We're getting a divorce. Of course, you'll pay me compensation and you'll pay for the whole wedding, right?
What? Lawyer? Why are you being so dramatic?
Dramatic? I almost died, remember? How can you say that?
Almost died? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're overreacting.
I'm saying I want a divorce because you're like that.
Like what?
You can say that because you don't know what I went through after that.
What? What do you mean? I know that my sister pushed you into the pool because I saw it too. I also know that you almost drowned and the staff rushed to your rescue. I didn't think anyone could drown in such a shallow pool. I couldn't help laughing though. Ah, are you mad because I laughed? You can't divorce me over something like that.
Of course I'm mad that you laughed. It's not that you laughed, but you and Fiona were laughing together. How can you laugh when your wife is dying? I really can't believe it.
So you're overreacting when you say you were dying, aren't you?
Since you don't seem to know anything, let me tell you about what I went through.
What?
First of all, you've never worn one, so you wouldn't understand. But a wedding dress is very heavy. The dress I wore weighed over 20 pounds.
No way, that much?
I wouldn't lie about something like that. On top of that, I was wearing shoes with heels I don't normally wear. I couldn't even walk properly. Suddenly, I was pushed into the pool. There was nothing I could do. The next thing I knew, I was in a hospital bed. Do you know what that means?
What?
If you don't know, I'll tell you. I was unconscious. The doctors told me that if they had gotten to me a little later, I probably wouldn't have made it.
What? No way.
What I'm telling you is true. How can you say I'm exaggerating?
I had no idea it was so bad, but what can I say?
You know, on the day of the wedding, they suddenly cancelled it. Don't you think it's strange that my mother was the one calling? Normally, I would have done it.
I guess that's because you were really angry.
Well, I was angry. Even if I was angry, it had nothing to do with the people who attended the event. I apologized sincerely. I was in a life and death situation at that time.
But then come on, I got a text from you saying you wanted a divorce. Could it be that message?
It was my mother.
Seriously?
Of course, I feel the same way as my mother. But that's how my mother felt when she told you at that time that you should divorce me. You and Fiona's behavior angered my mother that much. I hadn't even regained consciousness yet at that time. So my mother had no choice but to call you on my cell phone, okay?
Oh no. Lillian, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll take care of the money for the wedding. So give me another chance.
It's not just the wedding that you're paying for though.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm still in the hospital. Of course, you're going to pay for my hospital bills. And my dress got ripped when they were trying to rescue me. The rental company wants $5,000 to pay for it. I'm also filing attempted murder charges against Fiona.
Oh, come on, you're kidding. You don't have to go that far. Attempted murder? You're making too much of a big deal of this.
Excuse me? Did you hear what I said? I told you I almost lost my life. What the hell is it if it's not attempted murder?
Well,
I will never forgive you or Fiona. I lost my memory halfway through, but I'll never forget the look on your faces. when you and Fiona were laughing.
I'm so sorry. It was our fault. I had no idea what had happened.
If you could just say you're sorry, there would be no need for the police. So then, you can talk to my lawyer. Be sure to pay up.
I don't have that kind of money. Please forgive me. How did this happen? I was against divorce, but the lawyer just went ahead and did it. I just don't agree.
You don't have to agree. We're already divorced.
I could understand if it were just me, but why are you demanding compensation from Fiona too? She's my sister, so she has nothing to do with the divorce.
I didn't think you were that stupid. Well, if nothing to do with it means she's the reason for all of this. Besides, aside from the divorce, she pushed me into the pool. That girl almost killed me, so I think it's my right to demand compensation. Besides, I asked you about all this on the wedding day, didn't I? I told you that I was worried that she didn't like me and that she was up to something. And you said you're overthinking this, she's my sister. And then you tell me not to ask for compensation? Don't push your luck.
I'm not pushing anything.
I knew she didn't like me. And I at least can imagine a little how it would feel to have the brother you love taken away from you. So that's when you told me you would keep an eye on her for me. If you had at least got angry at your sister who pushed me in the pool, or had at least rushed to the hospital right away, I don't think I would have asked for a divorce or compensation either. But you and that little girl laughing at me. Your wife is hanging on for her life. You didn't even go to the hospital. How can you forgive someone like that? Rather than a pool, the two of you should fall deep into hell. I will never forgive you.
Oh, come on now. I admit I was wrong. I guess I didn't think it through enough. I never thought anything like that would happen to you. I'm pathetic, but I just wasn't thinking. Please, I'll change. Give me a chance to rebuild our relationship. I'll give Fiona a good talking to.
What kind of nonsense are you talking about? There's no way we can rebuild this now, is there? It's too late to apologize.
Come on.
Now you can deal with the lawyer. Goodbye.
Lillian, how are you? I've wanted to see you for a long time. But I thought I had no right to contact you until I finished paying off the debt I created when I paid you. So I've been working hard to save money and pay off my debt. And now that I'm finally done paying it back, I thought I could start over with you again. I heard you are getting remarried, and I heard the wedding is today. That's why my friend told me to give up. You really love me too, don't you, Lillian? Don't remarry another man just because you're lonely. Let's be together again. I'm coming to pick you up now, so wait for me. Lillian, wasn't the wedding at the K Hotel at 11:30 today? That's what I heard from Terry, so I just popped in. Someone totally different was having a wedding. The hotel security guards threw me out, and I didn't know what was going on. What on earth happened?
I can't believe you actually went to the wedding. Why now of all times? I really can't believe it.
Lillian, finally you answered. I mean, Lillian, aren't you in the middle of a wedding right now? Wasn't it at the K Hotel? Maybe you couldn't forget about me, and so you cancelled the wedding?
Don't be silly. The wedding was yesterday.
What? Oh, no way, really? Oh man, that Terry guy, he gave me the wrong information.
No, he didn't.
Huh? What do you mean?
Terry contacted me a while ago. He said you've been sniffing around about me and that you wanted to start over. He told you about the wedding, hoping you would give up on me. After you told him you were going to crash the wedding, he was kind enough to purposefully give you the wrong info about the hotel, time, and date.
Oh, come on. Why is he taking your side?
On the contrary, why would he take your side? You've got a pretty bad reputation around them now. Maybe you haven't noticed?
Yes, I thought everyone was cold, but I didn't think it was that bad. Lillian, don't abandon me. I beg you, please try again with me. I still love you, Lillian.
No thanks. I don't even want to see your face again. I never expected to hear from you. So I just kept my contact info as it was. But even just a text message from you is unbearable, so I'm blocking you.
Oh no.
Goodbye. Frank crashed a stranger's wedding. For causing the commotion to their wedding, he was charged $40,000 in damages. It took him 3 years to finally pay it off, so now he's gone into debt again. And it's for a really stupid reason. Oh, and also, Terry told me about Frank and his sister. She pushed me into the pool in my wedding dress at the wedding. It probably got around to all the people who were attending. Everyone close to her has since disappeared. Her parents even blamed her, saying she ruined her brother's marriage. Fiona tried to brush it off, saying that it was okay because she had her favorite brother. But the fact still remains that she's the reason her brother's marriage was destroyed. In spite of that, she refused to pay any compensation, saying, "I will never pay compensation to that kind of woman." So, Frank even had to pay the compensation for his sister. He finally became fed up with her and started to become cold towards her. In the end, she was really left all alone. It seems that she is unemployed and just stays at home. She brought all this on herself for what she did. I feel better now that they got what they had coming to them for what they did to me. My current husband is always considerate to me. He takes good care of me and I am really happy now. It turned out to be a good thing that all that happened and I was able to divorce Frank.
Hey. Why are you in this fancy restaurant? At first, I thought a bottom feeder like you couldn't possibly be here. So I had to look twice.
What? Did you go to all that trouble to text me that?
I went through the trouble of unblocking you. You should thank me for that instead.
I didn't ask you to do that. What's your problem? We divorced 6 years ago. I don't need you, my ex-husband, to tell me what to do now.
What the hell? You were at my beck and call when we were married. Aren't you acting cocky now that you're divorced and no longer with me?
Who's the arrogant one here? When we were married, you made fun of me, disrespected me, and you treated me like a slave.
You were actually a slave, weren't you? You were able to live because of the money I earned while working. It's only natural for you to be thankful to me.
Stop it. When I talk to you, you make me feel terrible.
That's exactly what I want to say to you. I was in this restaurant first, remember? Don't act arrogantly. You are the poor person who came in after me. Are your companions poor as well? You all came here to keep up with the Joneses, right?
The people I'm with are all from work. We're all here to eat because we finished our tasks for the day. It's none of your business.
Oh, work, huh? I wonder if there are places that will hire a bitch like you.
Don't make fun of me. Before I got married to you, I was a regular employee at a company. I would have continued working if you hadn't forced me to be a housewife. I like what I do.
In other words, you and I are both glad we got divorced. But hey, it's the type of company that hires anyone, right? I bet the pay isn't that great either. Don't bring all your trashy friends to this fancy restaurant. Remember how this place is known for its high-end Italian cuisine?
Would you shut up? Besides me, everyone else here is amazing. Much more than you can imagine.
Don't make me laugh. I can tell they're incompetent just by looking at them. You should feel sorry for comparing them to an elitist like me.
Enough. True, I was the one who arrived at the restaurant after you, and I apologize for that. But we're strangers now, so don't mess with me. See ya.
Where did you go? Did you go to the bathroom or something?
I'm just changing my makeup in the bathroom. What do you want?
I just looked up and you were gone. I assumed you couldn't pay the bill and fled after you ate.
Excuse me? There's no way I would do something like that. Unlike you, I have common sense, so don't worry.
Don't talk as if I don't have common sense. Do you have any money? It's pretty expensive here.
Don't worry. I don't come to restaurants I can't afford.
You seem to have a lot of leeways, don't you? But I'm guessing you can't all pay the bill. That's why you've all been sitting here for so long.
Can you please stop making assumptions? We're all just discussing our future work plans. We didn't come here just to eat like you. We're all hard-working people.
You've been making fun of me for a long time, haven't you? Don't talk as if I'm not a hard worker. I was going to pay for your meal, but forget it.
No thanks. I would have refused even if you had offered to pay me.
You really are acting like a bitch. Well, I guess you're right. You've always been good at helping yourself to others' wallets. There are a lot of guys in your group.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, I'm just thinking you'll flirt with the guys and then ask them to pay for you.
Excuse me? Why are you saying that? When did I do that?
You seem to be good at it. You fooled me like that too.
Fooled you? When did I fool you? You're the one who pretended to be nice to me and then changed your tune after we married.
I don't know what you're talking about. When we first met, you pretended to be a vulnerable woman, didn't you? I thought I had to protect you. I guess I got the raw deal.
You're the worst. I believe you have a memory problem. In our marriage, you did whatever you wanted. And now you're blaming me for it? You are pathetic.
I'm just telling you the truth. Just having a poor person like you in the same room with me makes me uneasy. But now it's even worse because you're becoming arrogant enough to talk back to me.
So why don't you just stop contacting me? I'm already divorced from you. I'm a stranger and I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Goodbye.
Hey, Olivia! You blocked my WhatsApp, didn't you?
What? How come? Why are you still sending me messages after I blocked you and deleted your phone number?
I went to the trouble of changing my phone number. You should be grateful for my efforts.
Be grateful? It's rather annoying. What the hell are you doing? Didn't I tell you to stay out of my life?
No, I was pretty drunk at the time, but the next day when I woke up and thought about it calmly, I recalled how beautiful you've grown.
Huh? Don't say weird things out of nowhere. What are you up to?
Come on, that's mean. I'm not up to anything. I just wanted to speak with you while I was sober.
What's the matter with you? You were making fun of me the other day.
My bad. But I'm really surprised, you know. You looked so much better than you did when we divorced. Maybe you lost some weight.
When you and I were married, every day was stressful. All I could do was blame it on food. I had to calm myself down by eating every day. I think I was much fatter than I am now.
People change, don't they? Anyway, you're beautiful now. I believe you are worthy of being taken on a date by me. So, I'll take you out to dinner.
If I go out with you, I'm afraid the meal will be terrible.
Huh? Hey, you, what do you mean by that?
I mean it literally. You enjoy having dinner with people you like. It enhances the flavor of good food. If you eat a delicious meal with someone you don't like, the delicious meal will be tasteless. It would be a waste, wouldn't it?
Do you even know what you're talking about? You're not going to get away with mocking me.
When we were a couple, I used to be scared of your threats. But I'm no longer the type of woman who is scared of such things. Trying to persuade me is pointless.
Damn, what a jerk you are. I offered to buy you a nice meal, And I even told you that you look better than before.
I didn't ask for it. On the other hand, you've grown sloppy, haven't you? I'm sure you eat a lot of prepared foods, don't you? I see you drinking as much as you want and living a sloppy lifestyle.
What the hell? That's all because you left. It's because you divorced and abandoned your husband's care. That's why I'm in this mess.
You haven't changed your attitude toward blaming others. Well, I don't really care because we're strangers now. If you continue to be like this, you will lose more and more people around you.
Shut up. It's none of your business. I forgave you and invited you out for dinner. I swear you'll regret turning me down.
On the contrary, I'll always make the same choice, no matter how many times you ask. It's a waste of my time to get involved with someone like you.
You bitch. You keep saying cocky things. I'm going to crush you, I swear.
You're free to do what you want. I'm not a weak woman who will be crushed by you. See you.
Hey, Olivia. Why aren't you at your parents' house? I went to pick you up.
What? What do you mean you came to pick me up?
I went to your parents' house to pick you up, but you were not there, and your dad splattered water on me. It was a real mess.
Don't be ridiculous. Why did you go to my parents' house? Dad and Mom have nothing to do with this. Don't bother them.
What are you talking about? Don't act as if my presence is a bother.
Actually, it is. When my dad found out I was being harassed by you, he got very angry and my mom was crying. They didn't want to meet you. I'm sure they didn't even want to see your face. Why would you do such an insane thing?
I went there just to pick you up. I was just trying to be nice to you.
I said it's annoying. Don't go to my parents' house because I no longer live there.
So that means you live alone, huh? In that case, you can come home.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been living alone since we got divorced, right? I'll move in with you because you're probably lonely.
I've already remarried.
What? Remarried? You?
Yes, me. I have a partner, so I'm not alone, and I have enough company. So no thanks. Well, even if I didn't have a partner, I wouldn't rely on you.
What the hell? To begin with, aren't you lying that you got remarried? I can't believe that a dullard like you would remarry. I'm the only one who would take a no-good woman like you.
That's enough. I understand that you still think I'm a fool, but I haven't sunk to the level of being disrespected by you. Why don't you look in the mirror before you speak negatively about others?
What are you talking about? I'm perfect. Sure, I've put on some weight recently, but I have a handsome face and a good job. If you were to have a husband, he would be someone like me.
On the other hand, you have terrible personalities, so it balances out. Or it could have the opposite effect on you. I'm not sure.
Go to hell. I'll never forgive you for making fun of me. Don't you forget, I'll get my revenge. It's been a long time, Olivia. You did remarry, didn't you?
Do you finally believe me?
I didn't believe it at first either. I've been looking into you for the past week. Then I saw you walking with someone who looked like your husband.
You were spying on me? Don't say weird things.
But I didn't have a choice. If you hadn't remarried, I would have taken you.
No thanks. I told you, even if I don't have a partner, I don't want you.
Don't be shy. You married that guy because you had no choice, right? Perhaps you were concerned about public opinion, but he is no good. He appears unprofessional and has a slouchy face.
Can you please stop saying bad things about my husband? At least he is far more capable than you.
Oh, come on. You just want to put up a front like that, don't you? You won't be able to control your emotions if you don't. If you don't think you married someone better than me, I'm sure you'll regret divorcing me.
What are you trying to say? I'm not trying to put up a front. He's a really great guy.
Yeah, whatever. I already know he's not a good guy. Look, Olivia, break up with that jerk and remarry me.
No thanks.
You know what happens if you don't obey me, right? If you refuse to marry me, your husband will be in trouble. I can go to your husband's workplace and speak with him.
If you say so, why don't you do it?
What? What's with that attitude? You don't think I can do it?
Well, it's not like that. I'm just saying if you can do it, go for it.
Are you sure? I'm really going to do it. I don't care if you regret it later.
You're the one who'll regret it later.
Huh? Why? I'll blackmail your husband into divorcing you. In the end, I'll get you back and the whole thing will be over, right?
Well, if you do that, I think it would end your position at the company.
What do you mean?
You were investigating me, but didn't you look into him? He's the next president of the parent company of your company.
Huh? My company's parent company? And he's the next president?
I used to work for the same company as you, remember? I didn't want to work for the same company as you again after my divorce. So I took a chance and went to the parent company for an interview. And I got in.
Oh, for real?
For real. And while I was working, I met a guy who's now my husband. 2 years ago, I got remarried. Now I have a baby in my belly and I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, will you stop bothering me?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. And, I just wanted to start over with you. That's all.
Really? You're going to declare war on my husband? Well, if you want to do that, be my guest. You're the one who's going to get crushed, though. As soon as I texted this, Isaac stopped replying to me completely. I spoke with a coworker who works for the same company as Isaac, and she informed me that Isaac has recently been working harder and more seriously. On the other hand, I had a baby 6 months later. I am having the most wonderful time of my life.
Sarah, I just finished inputting data. Can I go home now? Excuse me? You were gone pretty much all day today, so it's okay, right? Nancy, I was visiting a client for a business meeting. Besides, do you know what time it is? Or is the time and space distorted around you? Huh? It's only after 2 p.m. You have about 3 hours until you can go home. But I'm done. I'm free. Then please ask your chief if there's anything you could do. I told you that the chief is in charge of the curriculum for training new employees, didn't I? Can I do that tomorrow? You sound like a mean mother-in-law. Huh? A mother-in-law? You're a little overbearing just because you're the big boss. And you're 43 years old, aren't you? You're jealous that I'm only 20. I bet you'll become a mean mother-in-law. You should be nice to people. I want to let you know that I'm still single. What? Well, I'm getting married in 3 months. Wow, you're getting married at 43? What kind of guy married to an old lady? Isn't this a marriage scam? Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure he is a well-confirmed partner, so I'm sure he is fine. Enough about my personal life. You're not fun. I'll talk to your chief, and you can get your next task and get started. Uh-huh, okay. Sarah, I did some research after that. About your fiancé. Yes? What did you find out? Did you work so hard to seduce him? What are you talking about? We are still at work. Hey, how did you do that? Get to work. Please tell me. I won't reply again. Oh no, I wanted to hear more. Sarah, how are you? I have to make a very sad announcement. I'm in a relationship with your fiancé. I'm sorry that you failed to get married to a rich CEO. If I want to, I can ask James to fire you, so please don't be too bossy towards me. Just give up and leave. Sarah, are you okay? What? Why are you asking that? When I saw you at work today, you were acting strange. I see. I was visiting your office today. I wanted to talk to you, but I had a meeting right after that, so... Thanks for looking out for me. I'm sorry I made you worry. If there's anything you want to talk, please do so. Our wedding is in a month and a half, and you don't want to go into the big day feeling like you're not ready, right? Yeah, well, I'm not sure how much I can tell you because it's about work. I think you'll feel a little better if you tell me. I won't tell anyone. Please do not worry. Just talk about it. Well, then just for a little bit. Yeah, I'll listen as much as you want me to. Thank you. It's about this new girl at work. She's so selfish. In what way? Well, she is one of our director's relatives, and that is how she got the job. Recently, she started dating our CEO, and her attitude has been accelerated. She's slacking off at work to the point where it's safe to say she's not doing any work at all. People around her cannot say anything because she's CEO's girlfriend and the director's relative. It feels like I'm the only one trying to make her do her work. It's already creating a bad atmosphere in the company. That's not cool at all, is it? So, what's your CEO saying? He's all over her. His management skill has always been questionable, but now he is all about the 20-year-old girl. 20 years old? Isn't he in his 40s? I heard he got divorced about 10 years ago, and he's been single ever since. Almost a father-daughter age difference. Well, if they're happy with their relationship, we should not say anything. But we are all frustrated. Okay. Hey, can I take care of this? Huh? How? Your chairman of the board is the CEO's dad, right? Yes, he is. That's right. You know the chairman personally. Yes. I can't go into details yet, but he once told me something when we were at a bar. He was still thinking at that time about his successor, but now the company is not in the ideal state. I think he'll make up his mind soon. If things could turn around for the better... I'll talk to the chairman first. Just give me some time. Okay, thank you. Hi, Sarah. You're having a wedding today? You're going to have a wedding all by yourself? Wow, you're so miserable. Are you crazy? I mean, you know your groom isn't there. Are you marrying your imaginary groom? That's insane. Good morning, Nancy. What have I been saying all this time? I'm with my fiancé getting ready for a wedding now. What? Are you getting ready with your imaginary fiancé? You should see a doctor soon. Doctor? Because he is with me now. What? Well, you know I'm dating our CEO. Yes, I know, but I'm going to say this right now. An old lady like you is not suitable to become CEO's wife. He wants me to be his wife, a young, pretty 20-year-old. Huh, I see. You need to cancel your wedding now. No, your relationship and my marriage have nothing to do with each other. Huh? You just don't want to admit it. Nancy, are you thinking of marrying our CEO? Yes, you were so annoying at work. I didn't think you deserved to marry our CEO. That's why I took him away from you. I'll marry our CEO, okay? By the way, we went to court to turn in our marriage documents. I see. So that's what you were after. Yes, if you understand, why don't you call off the wedding? He won't be there anyways. It's miserable to have an imaginary groom. Listen, Nancy, he's not our CEO. Huh? Or, to be more precise, he's not the boss anymore. Why? You were absent from work on Friday, so you don't know what's happening. The board of directors has decided to remove CEO from his position. He was forced out of his position. What? Also, the director who brought you has resigned too. What do you mean? To put it in a straightforward and easy to understand way, he was fired because he was too busy with you. What? You were always late for work and left work early. He let you do whatever you wanted at work. Do you know how much of a negative impact this has had on other employees? Negative impact? You are so rude. I mean, come on, you fired our CEO? You must be angry because you don't get to marry our CEO. I didn't fire him. The board did. Besides, you misunderstood an essential part, so I'll correct it. My fiancé is a CEO, but he is the CEO of a different company. What? They are our most significant business partner. I'm sure you know. That's my fiancé and today's groom. He's going to be my husband. What? That company is bigger than our company, and the CEO is famous for being a handsome 39-year-old. You're marrying the handsome CEO? Yes, indeed. That's not fair. I'll be his bride. Well, the answer is no, obviously. You won't be saying that for a long time. I'm sure he'll fall for me when he sees me, young and pretty. Do you want to come and meet him? Of course, I'll come. Where's the wedding? In Hawaii. Hawaii? Hawaii. Why Hawaii? I don't have time for you anymore. Bye. What? An old lady like you is getting married to a CEO in Hawaii? I just got married to an older man who got fired. That's not fair. The former CEO of our company begged the board to stay. Now he's working with a title. Nancy was not happy and wanted to get a divorce. But soon, she found out that she was pregnant. She left her job and had no one to help her. Even the former senior director gave up on her. She does not have anyone she can rely on. The other day I saw her and her big belly husband in town. She did not look happy at all. On the other hand, I took this opportunity to start my own business. With my husband's support, I am enjoying my new job and newly married life.
Hey, didn't I tell you to grab some groceries for my sister? Make sure you give her a proper welcome. She's back to the States after a long time. Do you understand? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. I've already got some ideas on what to make, so I'll swing by the supermarket later. Isn't it crazy that Erin, who's younger than you, is out there working overseas? She's making moves. A real success story. Unlike you, you know. Yeah, she's very different from me. I'm proud to have her as my sister-in-law. I really think she's amazing. That's why you need to give her the welcome she deserves with all your damn effort. That's the only thing you could do, right? You brainless idiot. Okay. Once you're done with today's shopping and dinner prep, make sure you clean the house properly. Seriously, why can't you just make this a regular thing? How many times do I have to remind you? It's all your fault we're stuck living in this mess. You never pull your weight. I clean every day, but I can't just go touching your stuff and your parents' stuff without permission, you know? So, could you please handle tidying up those areas? What? I always clean up after myself. Are you trying to say that it's our fault that the house is messy? No, if that's the case, would it be okay for me to throw things that seem unnecessary in my judgment? Huh? Of course not. If you do that, I won't forgive you. Then what should I do? Seriously, how stupid are you? Come on, use your brain for once and figure that out yourself. I'm sorry. Show some more respect for Mom and Dad too. You're living under their roof. You should be grateful. If you have common sense, you'd at least keep your room clean every day, right? I am grateful. Oh, really? I don't think so. Ever since your parents passed away, they've been treating you like one of their own, right? You should appreciate it every day. Of course, I'd love to clean the house as a way of saying thank you. But I work every day too, so I can't make everything perfect. Shut up. Don't talk back to me. You just work part-time, yet you sound like you make more than me. Who do you think you are, really? I'm sorry. If I left you, you wouldn't be able to survive on your own. Know your place. Don't you dare get cocky. Do you understand? I understand. You are right. I can't live without you. I'm sorry for talking back to you. Once work is finished, I'll go pick up Luke right away. Then we'll go grocery together, and after preparing dinner, I'll clean the whole house, so please forgive me. Good. Just do as I said. My name is Maddie. I'm 28 years old and I work part-time while raising my kid. Andy and I got married 4 years ago, and not long after, I discovered I was pregnant. I had plans to go back to my hometown for the birth, but fate had other ideas. My parents got into an accident and they didn't make it. Until then, Andy's parents have been supportive throughout everything. They were ecstatic about becoming grandparents for the first time. Concerned about me being depressed after my parents' death, they suggested that we all live together. I was in a vulnerable state, so I accepted their offer without much consideration. Looking back, it wasn't the best decision. Since then, Andy and his parents have been manipulating me every day. They constantly tell me I'm useless. I know I don't deserve this treatment, but I feel completely trapped. I have zero freedom, and there's nothing I can do about it. They even tell me I should be grateful that someone like me ended up marrying a man like Andy. Why should I have to put up with this awful treatment? Tomorrow, I'm meeting my sister-in-law for the first time since the wedding, and I'm anxious about it. Just like Andy's parents, I'm scared that if I don't make a good impression on her, she might treat me the same way they do. But at that time, I had no idea that my sister-in-law would change my life. Yay! My plan worked! Where are you right now? I'm at the park now. Park? Isn't it quite cold today? Why don't you go to a cafe or somewhere warm? I don't have any money. What? Really? My salary is all managed, and I don't have any pocket money. Managed? By who? It's all managed by Andy's mom. Then what do you do when you want to hang out with your friends or something? How do you buy things that you need in your daily life? I haven't seen my friends since the wedding because I'm not allowed to contact them. I only get $5 per month, so I just buy my stuff at the dollar store. And when I can't afford the salon, I just end up cutting my own hair. Seriously? That's unbelievable! What do you mean you can't contact your friends? They deleted all my contacts. All that's left on my phone now are Andy and his parents. My phone is checked every day, so even if I add a new contact, it gets deleted right away. I've given up trying to get in touch with anyone. They check your phone? And not just my brother, but even my parents? Yeah, he wanted to ensure I'm under their control. They've even restricted my internet access. Plus, they monitor my location using GPS, so I turned off the GPS earlier. I see. You don't think it's normal, right? Of course, I'm suffering every day. But the thing is, they always use my son to control me. If I don't do exactly what they say, they threaten to keep my son away from me. It's like I'm backed into a corner with no other option but to just put up with it all. Oh my God! Really? That's terrible! No wonder you're struggling financially in such a situation. When you whispered to me if I wanted to escape, and then you mentioned you had a plan, I felt this incredible sense of relief wash over me. You are my only hope, Erin. I knew if I made it too obvious, we'd definitely be in trouble. When I returned home after a long time and saw how you interacted with the three of them, I immediately realized something was wrong. You've been doing everything alone in the house. You cooked all the food, but you didn't eat any of it. Neither my brother nor my parents seemed to notice or say anything about it. You looked so pale, and you've lost a lot of weight since the last time we met. I thought you probably didn't get enough to eat regularly. My suspicions were confirmed when I went to the kitchen to talk to you and found you eating the leftover sauce from the pot and the scraps stuck to the frying pan. Oh no, you saw me in the kitchen? I'm really embarrassed. My meals are always like that. If they can't finish their meal, I'll eat the leftovers. At first, I hated it, but I thought I'd collapse if I didn't eat. And that's how I eat my meal. Oh God, I had no idea you were going through such a hard time. I should have seen it sooner. I'm so sorry. No, I'm grateful for your help. You told me to trust you, follow your lead, and promise nothing bad would happen. So I went along with it. When you suggested to eat the cake that you brought for us, you told me that I should say, "It looks bad. I won't eat such a disgusting-looking cake." As you planned, Andy got mad immediately. He told me I was disrespecting you, and he told me to get out. So when I tried to leave, you also went along with it and said, "I've been overseas for a while, but I'm still part of this family. If you hate me, you should leave this house." After that, even your parents started saying that I should leave the house. Thanks to that, I was able to leave the house. I appreciate it, thank you. No, don't worry about it. I'm the one who should apologize. I never imagined that my own brother and parents would treat you like a slave. My family has truly done something unforgivable. That's nothing for you to apologize for, Erin. It's not as bad as your situation, but my parents treated me terribly as I grew up. What? Really? But they looked so happy when you came back. That's because I'm successful at my job now. They probably believe that if they continue to show affection towards me, their old age will be secure. When we were kids, it was always about my brother. I was always neglected. Even though I wanted to wear girly things, I was always made to wear my brother's old clothes and such. Even with food, they always cooked what my brother requested. They never bought anything for me. Really? That's why I studied so hard. When I finished high school, I decided to live on my own. Well, even though they're like that, they're still my family. I do feel grateful for them for raising me, so that's why I visit them like this. But I can never forgive them for what they did to my sister-in-law. I haven't seen you since the wedding. I had no idea at all. How long has she been like this? Don't tell me it's been like this since you got married. No, for a while after we got married. Andy was really sweet to me, and his parents were nice to me too. Things changed after I got pregnant, or more likely after my parents died in the accident. At that time, they were worried about me, who was crying every day. That's when your parents offered me to live with them. I never imagined things would turn out like this. I can't forgive what they did to you, who was grieving the loss of your parents. I really can't forgive it. I understand the situation now. I'll leave the house with your son. Is there anything you need? I'll take that with me and leave. Don't worry. My personal belongings are almost gone. The only thing I cherished was a memento of my parents. I brought it with me when I left home. Okay, got it. But are you sure you'll be okay? If you leave with my son, won't they notice eventually? It'll be fine. Luke said he wants ice cream, so I asked them if they wanted to come with us to get ice cream. But all three of them were drunk, so they didn't say anything. Maybe I gave them all a little too much booze. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Don't worry. They don't stand a chance against me. Anyway, I'm heading to where you are now. Which park are you at? It's a bit far, but I'm at South Park in the neighboring town. I thought I might get caught by my husband if I stayed closer. What? You walked all the way there? Got it. I'll take a cab and head there. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want you to bring as evidence. Huh? Evidence? Can you take a photo of the conversation between Andy and a woman? Andy is cheating on me. What? Really? With who? Her name is Ruby. Got it. Leave it to me. Hey, where the hell are you? I was just so happy to see my sister after a long time. I got drunk and fell asleep. When I woke up, I couldn't see you anywhere in the house. Do you even know what time it is right now? You turned off your GPS, huh? I'll punish you when I get back. Come back right now. You're the one who told me to get out, right? I have no intention of going back to that house anymore. Huh? Do you even understand what you're saying? Are you saying you're okay with not being able to see your son? What can you do without money and by yourself? Now, if you come back and get down on your knees, I'll forgive you. I'm not alone. My son is with me. Huh? Are you serious? What the hell are you doing? What if he gets sick being outside? Don't drag a little kid into this in such cold weather, you bastard. Then don't worry. We're in a warm and comfortable hotel room. He's sleeping peacefully. Huh? There's no way you have that much money. Don't tell me you stole money from us. I didn't do anything like that. Aaron is with me too. What? Aaron? What the hell is going on? Come to think of it, when I woke up, she was gone. I thought maybe she went out shopping or something. You're with her? Why? Erin said she wants to talk to you too. I'll invite her to this chat. What? Andy, I heard everything from Maddie. You and our parents are disgusting people. Even worse than I imagined. Maddie, what did you say to Erin? I can't believe my sister is saying these things to me. Erin, you are a liar. I didn't lie about anything. I just told the truth. Andy, all this time you've been threatening Erin and keeping her under your control. But that will end today. I orchestrated today's cake incident. I made her say the cake looked bad and provoked you to get angry. I never thought it would go so well. You are so predictable. What? Really? It was my plan to help her escape. Oh no. Now that I know what happened to Erin, I can't forgive you or our parents. You have 1 week to get out of the house. What? Why? You can't say that out of nowhere. It's all your fault. Did you forget that you live in my house? Since you and our parents haven't paid a single penny for the house, I have the right to kick everyone out. Your house? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know? I own several real estate properties. The place where the 4 of you live is also one of the houses that I own. You know what? They acted all high and mighty in front of you, but my parents live off pensions, and Andy doesn't make much. They practically begged me to let them stay in my house. I had no idea. How about the debt? Debt? I don't know anything about that. It's the debt our parents racked up from gambling. My brother tried to pay it off, but since he didn't make enough money, he got into investing and it didn't work out. Believing that an amateur could profit from investments is simply unrealistic. So you paid back that money too? Oh, that's why they were so nice to you. Yes. Well, of course, they won't tell you all those stories. They've been treating you so badly for so long. But the truth is, they don't have any money to pay for this house or their debt. Their pride would never allow them to tell you that. Erin, why are you taking Maddie's side? She's not even related to you by blood. But we're family connected by blood, aren't we? Why the hell are you doing this? So what? She's part of my family now. Blood ties don't mean anything. It's pitiful that you can only think like that. That's why I don't want such a person living in my house. So hurry up and leave. Maddie, this is your fault. Apologize to Erin right away. You'll be in trouble too if you had nowhere to live, wouldn't you? What? Shouldn't you be the one apologizing? Well, even if you apologize, I won't forgive you. It's not that simple, you know. I've decided to let Erin and Luke live in another house I own. Wait, what? Really? Of course! You've been through a lot because of my family, and I want to treat you as what a real family would treat each other. I considered kicking them out and letting you live in the current house, but I'm sure there are a lot of bad memories for you. The house that's available right now is newer and nicer, so I thought it would be perfect. All right. Do whatever you want. If you want to act like that, then I'll do everything to get custody. You're just a part-time worker. I'm a full-time employee. You don't have parents. Mine are alive and well. It's clear who can get custody, right? And of course, you're gonna pay me child support. Do you think I don't know anything? What? If you have something to say, say it. I'm divorcing you. I'll have custody. Did you read what I said? If you think you're gonna get custody, you're too damn lucky. Oh, really? You're having an affair with Ruby, aren't you? What are you talking about? Who's Ruby? I don't know anyone like that. Oh, come on, stop lying. You're so obvious. It seems like you've been looking down on Maddie for a long time. She's been thinking about what she can do to get custody of Luke after they left the house. Huh? So that's why she's been checking your phone all the time. She caught you cheating with a woman named Ruby, your coworker. You looked at my phone? How could you touch my thing without permission? Oh, come on. You're always checking Maddie's phone every day, yet you have the nerve to say that? When I left home, I took screenshots of all the messages between you and Ruby. It seems like you were sharing everything you did to your wife and son. We have the evidence now, so you can't get away with this. There's no way you could get custody with that kind of evidence. No way. I'll break up with Ruby. We only hung out once. It was nothing serious. Did you forget that I took screenshots of all the messages? Why are you still lying? Besides, I just contacted Ruby and her husband. It's too late now. Are you kidding me? How did you even get their contact info? I asked your boss. Huh? The boss? No way. Well, actually, he's a good old friend of mine. I told him everything about you. He was pretty shocked. According to Ruby's husband, he will divorce Ruby. They also have kids, so of course he'll try to get custody. Once he has it, he'll likely demand child support. Oh, also, I think you will probably get fired. No way. I was kicked out of my house and now I will get fired from my job. And on top of that, there's no way I can pay the child support. Maddie, I'm sorry. I will treat you better from now on. If you want, we don't have to live with my parents. Let's forgive each other and let's live the three of us as a happy family. I refuse. Why? Why? Just think about everything you did and said to me. Do you honestly believe I would ever say I want to live with you again? You're right, Maddie. Andy, you are so miserable. We're cutting ties with you. From now on, please deal with a lawyer. I'll make sure you pay back all the money you took from Maddie's salary and provide child support. Oh no. Maddie, please forgive me. Please. Erin and I blocked Andy immediately after that conversation. After a week passed, Andy and his parents didn't want to leave the house. But Erin sold that place with immediate effect and had them move out. Thanks to a lawyer recommended by Erin, I received the money I demanded. I tried to use this money to pay the lawyer's fees and the rent to Erin, but Erin refused and said I should prioritize to use the money to start a new life with Luke. I can't thank her enough for her endless support. As for my ex-husband, after his affair was exposed, and on top of that, his work performance was bad, he immediately got fired from his job. I don't know how he is doing now, but he lost his job, has huge debts, and has selfish parents who live on a pension. I am pretty sure that he is leading a miserable life. Erin enjoyed herself in the States for a while, and then she went back overseas again. She promised to visit me and my son when she came back. Thanks to her, I was able to break free from my trapped life. Now I'll do my best to get back on my feet and start anew.
Hey, Katie. I heard about you. Is it true? Hi, Lorla. Wow, it's been a long time. How have you been? I'm good. So, what's going on? Why didn't you tell me? What? Oh, right. You said something like you heard something about me. What about it? Don't play dumb with me. I heard about it. You're going out with Nate from our high school, aren't you? Oh, that. Yeah, that's actually true. We just started dating a few weeks ago. Things just started between us, so it's not really official yet. You're making me blush. Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were best friends. I know we didn't go to the same college and we don't see each other as often as before. But still, I thought you would tell me everything. What is it? Am I the only one who thinks you're my best friend? I can't believe you. It's terrible. Oh, Lorla, you need to chill. I didn't mean to keep it a secret that I'm dating Nate. We were supposed to meet this Saturday, remember? So I thought I'd tell you then. I wanted to tell you in person, not on text. But still, I wish you would have told me anyway, even just the brief update. I'm your best friend. Well, sorry about that, but I didn't think you'd think that much of me. It's kind of weird to say this now, but thank you for everything you've done for me since high school. Oh, stop it. You're not just trying to make me feel good, are you? I know we don't get to see each other much now that we're in college, but I'll always consider you my best friend. So I want you to tell me if something happens. Got it. Thanks, Lorla. I'll let you know if something comes up next time. Promise? Anyways, congrats! You got your wish now. I'm so happy for you. You always had a huge crush on Nate since high school. What? You knew about it? Of course! You always said you weren't interested in him. But I know you were constantly checking on him. In fact, you couldn't keep your eyes off of him during class and even during club activities. I've been aware of it since the beginning of the senior year. I mean, you were so obvious, anyone would have noticed it. Oh, it must show it in my attitude. I feel shy now. It was really easy to notice. I just decided to see where it was going since you didn't seem to want to make something happen. That's why I didn't make any move. But I'm really happy for you. Nate is so friendly and easy to talk to since high school. I think you guys are a perfect match. Oh, Lorla, thank you so much. It makes me happy to hear you say it, especially since you know me well. Congrats again, really. Hey, how about the three of us go out for dinner sometime? It's been a while since I talked to Nate too. I want to hear all about how you two got together. I'm actually curious to know how you guys ended up going out. Sure, let's. I'll tell you the details then. I'll let Nate know too. All right then. Text you later. Hey, Lorla. Can you pick up my call? What? Katie? What's wrong? Did you get my message? I said I want you to pick up my call. Oh, I don't think I can right now. Why not? Because I have a friend over at my house right now. I'll call you later. Is that okay? A friend? Oh, really? Nate is there with you now, isn't he? That's why you can't answer the phone, right? What? Wait, what? Why? Why? That's my line. What's going on? Why are you and Nate together? So awful of you to steal someone's boyfriend. Why do you do that? Oh, I see. You found out. I guess I don't have to keep it a secret anymore. Sorry, Kate. Nate is now mine. I can't believe it. How could you do such a thing? You say you're my best friend. How can you do that to your best friend? I trusted you. You trusted me? Oh, you thought of mine as your best friend? Sorry, but I never thought of you that way. What? What do you mean? It means what I just said. I was being so direct and you didn't get it. I only thought of you as someone convenient since high school. You know, there wasn't anyone who I felt close to at school. So, I just picked you because you look so timid and never said no. You don't want to be a loner, right? I didn't want people to think I don't have any friends. What are you talking about? Is that how you thought of me since high school? Yeah, but it shouldn't be that surprising. Oh, by the way, about Nate. It was when the three of us went out for dinner that other day. We exchanged numbers while you went to the restroom. And then things started to roll well. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. I don't get it. How could you do this? Even if you don't think of me as your best friend, you stole someone's boyfriend. Do you get that? You're wrong as a person. You're crazy. Huh? You're overreacting. Who do you think you are? Do you think of yourself like a tragic heroine? You've always been like that. That's what always irritated me about you. It's not like you and Nate were married. Couples break up all the time. It may be rather a good thing for you. Aren't you actually glad that you found out he cheats so easily? It's more like I did you a favor. You should thank me. I can't believe this. That's how you thought of me all these years. I never thought you were such a person. Whatever. You're the fool for believing me. That's enough. I can't do this anymore. I understand how you feel now. There is no way I can be friends with you anymore now that I know what kind of person you are. Don't ever get involved with me again. Don't contact me again. Ever. Bye. Long time no see, Katie. Do you remember me? How could you forget about your precious best friend? Right? Huh? Lorla? Why? What do you mean, why? Is it weird that your best friend is sending you a message? Stop it. You're not my best friend. Stop making fun of me. In fact, don't you remember I told you not to contact me ever again? I thought I blocked you from my WhatsApp. Unfortunately, I changed my account when I got my new phone. So now I can contact you as much as I want. Let's be friends again. Yeah? Are you kidding me? You haven't forgotten what you did to me, have you? Don't ever contact me again. There you go again, playing that tragic heroine. Chill out and just listen to me for a second. I heard you found another boyfriend again. Don't say it like that. So? What do you care if I did? It's none of your business. Don't be so cold. I'm assuming you do have a boyfriend now. You and I have a special relationship. How about I get your boyfriend again? That's enough. How much more are you going to do this to me? Stop it already. Besides, my boyfriend is not that kind of person who will cheat. Don't even waste your time conspiring something silly. Wow, you're so full of yourself. That's interesting. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm already in a relationship with the boyfriend. Or fiancé. I'm already having an affair with him. What? What are you talking about? Stop lying. I'm not lying. I'm just saying that it took a lot of work to get that information. Well, I haven't told him yet about you just to keep him off the radar. I was just thinking that if I get him for sure, I'll make a surprise announcement. I couldn't wait to tell you. I'm surprised at myself that I actually managed to keep it a secret for this long. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell were you thinking? You're always going after guys who are already taken. You're not in school anymore. Do you know that? It was not acceptable even when we were in college. How long are you going to keep doing this? Do you have something against me? What? Because, I can't accept the fact that you're happier than me despite the fact that you're no one. That's why I'm doing my best to prevent you from becoming happy. You're so plain, not even pretty. You only got to enjoy your time in high school thanks to me. Huh? How can you be so corrupt at heart? It's up to each individual to be happy or not. Don't just steal someone else's happiness. Why don't you go find one yourself? Who do you think you're talking to? You better watch your mouth. In fact, that's so boring. It's so much more fun because it's your boyfriend. So, you know what? Why don't you just shut up and give me your boyfriend again? I'm sure he'll be happier that way. Whatever. Absolutely not. I made up my mind that I'm going to marry him. And so is he. Plus, he is not a heartless person who will cheat. He's not the kind of guy who will be fooled by you. I see. Then, why don't you just dream on? I mean, I can't believe how optimistic and carefree you are. That's exactly why you get betrayed so easily. Like I told you, I'm already in a relationship with him. I think it's only a matter of time before he breaks off the engagement. Don't hold a grudge against me, okay? It's your boyfriend's fault for cheating on you. You can go ahead and say whatever you want, but if you're trying to steal someone else's boyfriend again, you are definitely going to get what you deserve. You should be prepared for that. Are you threatening me? So bossy! I don't care what you say. It doesn't hurt at all. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your limited couplehood with your boyfriend. Hey, that's enough. What the hell do you think you're doing? Sending me a wedding invitation? Oh, did you get it? Don't be so surprised. I really wanted you to come to my wedding. You're coming, right? It's your best friend's wedding. Screw you. An invitation without the bride and groom's names and just the date of the wedding. Besides, I can't make it on this day anyway. Not that I'm going to your wedding in the first place. Don't be so cold. Are you busy planning your own wedding or something? What? I didn't tell you I'm getting married, did I? How do you know? We're classmates, don't you remember? It's so easy to get your updates if I ask few of your friends. But that doesn't mean... Just leave me alone. I told you, he's not a cheater. Why are you bothering me so much in the first place? Wait, are you just trying to harass me and lying about everything? When you contacted me the other day, I asked my fiancé. He said he doesn't know you and he's not in a relationship with you. Huh? You believe that? He would never tell you the truth that he's cheating on you. You are too carefree. You're living in your fantasy world or something. He's not a liar. He's never lied to me before. I'm sorry to say this, but I already know your wedding date. I will be taking over your wedding, not just the fiancé. All right? Be my guest. What? Be your guest? Are you serious? You know I'm the type of person who will make an action if I'm determined to. Yeah, go on. If you really think it's okay, then do it. But you'll be the one who gets in trouble later. Hey, you think you're threatening me? You know I'm not going to give up for something like that. I love to see the look of frustration on your face on our wedding day. I'm curious to see the reactions of the guests too. It'll be fun. How can you come up with so many terrible things? You really are evil. I should have realized this sooner. Whatever. I won't back down no matter what you say. I won't give him back to you even if you apologize to me. I said, do whatever pleases you. If you think that's gonna work, why don't you just do it? Yeah, I will. Oh, and by the way, don't tell him I'm coming to the wedding, okay? I want to make it a big surprise. That way, he'll be more excited. He'll make a great memory too. He will be so glad that he didn't marry you. I'm going to keep it a secret from him. So, don't do anything to mess it up, okay? I won't even bother to say something so stupid. Besides, like I said before, my fiancé didn't know about you. He showed me his phone, and I found no sign of him communicating with you. If you're saying it for the fact that you are having a relationship with him, I'm pretty sure you've got the wrong guy. It's not him. A wrong guy? I will never screw up like that. I'm telling you, you can't scare me off. It won't work. Alright. Well then, why don't you just go suit yourself? I'm telling you again though, you are on your own no matter what happens. Don't be so cocky. It's no use trying to scare me. Why don't you look forward to the wedding then? Good morning, Katie. It's a beautiful day for a wedding, isn't it? Yes, it is. What's up? You came all the way to congratulate me? Huh? Of course not. You really are still living in a fancy world. I just came to tell you that I'm going to take over your husband and the wedding. I'm here to let you know that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. But I'm sorry. I guess there's no point in you coming to the wedding. Huh? You're still mumbling that crap? You know I'm not the same height as you. So, I even went to the trouble of renting a wedding dress for myself. Huh? A wedding dress? You're not going to wear that, are you? Of course! I'll be there in a second. I'm sorry, but I'm the one marrying him. I even have a wedding dress on. I'll be the bride instead of you. I'll take care of the rest. You'll be surprised to see how great I look. When I show up, you'll be so embarrassed because I look much prettier. Well, I wonder who will be more embarrassed. There is no one here you're looking for. What? What do you mean there is no one I'm looking for? It means exactly what I said. The man you say you're having an affair with is not my fiancé. Huh? What are you talking about? Of course he is. I saw you with him on your Instagram feed. My feed? I haven't updated in years. Well, I know that, but you didn't say you broke up with him, so you're still with him, right? No, we broke up long time ago. I got locked put on my Instagram because I lost the password. So the Instagram you saw is like a fake account. I'm sure you're talking about Kyle, right? Well, yeah, but... Wait, what? Your fiancé is not Kyle? He's just my ex-boyfriend, but I heard that Kyle was engaged, so I thought, this can't be. I had never imagined that you misunderstood and were dating Kyle. I'm just so shocked that you can be so dumb and screw up like that. Wait a minute! So you're not Kyle's fiancé? That's what I've been telling you. Kyle and I went to college together and we just hung out a bit. By the way, I also know his fiancé because we all went to the same college. I'll make sure to tell her about you. No, stop! It's not Kyle's wedding today? Nope. It's my wedding with my fiancé, who you don't know, and you were going to attend in your wedding dress. It's so hilarious that it's painful, but I actually can't wait to see how it turns out. No! Wait, please! Don't say anything to Kyle's fiancé. Haha, it's too late. I already sent her a message. No shit! By the way, Kyle's fiancé is a very tough girl with a strong sense of justice. I'm sure you'll be punished very severely. Oh, and also her parents. I think they are the top management of some big company. You might get sued or demanded a huge compensation. No way! Don't scare me! Well, I guess you deserve it. Anyways, I have a wedding to go to. I don't have time to waste worry about you. Though, I'm actually a little curious to know what's going to happen next. But I know it's not going to end well for sure. This will be the last time we converse. So, take care, Lola. Oh, hey, Katie! Wait! Aren't we best friends? Hey! Help me! What? We're best friends? You're not my best friend. Well then, I really have to go now. Bye. Wait, you're kidding! You said we were best friends! That's terrible! Help me out! I blocked Lola from my WhatsApp following the incident. We had an amazing wedding. I had invited some of my high school classmates, and because they saw Lola in her wedding dress at the ceremony, I had to explain to them what happened. As a result, my friends burst into laughter. People couldn't stop talking about it during the reception. After that, bad rumors about Lola continued to spread. In the end, Kyle's fiancé demanded compensation from Lola. She really had to pay for what she deserved.
Andrew. Some guy just asked me out.
Oh, again?
Yeah. I'm tired of saying no to guys all the time. It's annoying.
Sarah, I'll tell you what. Guys get nervous when they ask girls out. So, you shouldn't talk like that. We've been close friends since childhood. But you should choose your words more carefully. Even with me. When you're talking about girl and guy stuff.
I know, but you're the only one I can talk to like this.
But
so many guys have told me that they liked me. I know I broke their hearts. I feel bad for saying no. I feel so terrible.
So, who asked you out this time?
Oh, do you know Jake?
The quarterback from the football team?
Yes, he asked me out before our graduation ceremony. Apparently, he was mentally prepared for me to say no. I was a bit surprised. I never thought that a younger guy would ask me out on a date.
If I'm not mistaken, Jake is one of the top 3 most popular guys in school.
Really?
I have a friend who's on the baseball team. I heard the guys from the football and baseball teams sometimes go to parties together. A lot of girls approach Jake. Even the football coach knows. The girls went to watch him practice every day until the day he quit the club.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I guess the girls are attracted to him. I had no idea he was that popular.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I'm not involved with any clubs, so I don't know what goes on after school.
Hold on a sec. Doesn't he have a girlfriend?
What? Does he? Seriously, I don't know who's dating who anymore.
Sorry, I gotta get going. Mom is calling from downstairs.
Okay, thanks for listening. Andrew, another guy asked me out again.
Who is the guy this time?
This guy is Luke. I met him on campus. We are in the same club. Of course, I said no to him. But
You know, you've told me similar stuff a dozen or more times over the years.
Really? Jeez.
I'm not sure if I should believe the stories anymore. Can you please just stop telling me that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't sound real, does it? Since I enrolled at university, even more guys have been asking me out. I've been open about having a boyfriend. They should know I'm in a relationship. But I guess they don't get that. Sigh.
Can I ask you something? Why do you have to tell me all of this? I moved out of town, right? I don't know anybody you meet or hang out with anymore.
Well, as you know, you're the only one I can talk to like this. I just need you to listen. I wish I could have gone to the same university with you.
Oh well.
I know. You're so smart. I wasn't smart enough to get into your university.
Some of our high school classmates got into your university, right? Do you still hang out with them?
Sometimes.
I only have one classmate on campus that went to our high school.
Who's that?
Maggie.
What? Maggie with the glasses. In our senior year? Oh, she was smart indeed. I didn't know you guys went to the same university.
Sorry, I gotta go. My lecture is starting.
Okay, bye. Hi, Andrew.
Let me guess. Someone new asked you out again.
How did you know?
'Cause 70% of your messages are about guys asking you out, and you telling them no. And I thought it was about time you'd send me another message.
You're too funny.
So, whose heart did you break this time?
My boss at work. I told him I'm doing a long-distance relationship with someone.
You know what? Since you got that job, 6 or 7 guys have asked you out, right? You've been working for the company for just 1 year. I don't think this really happened. I'm so sick of hearing crap from you.
I guess so. Trust me, I'm getting really tired of saying no all the time. Andrew,
What?
can I come visit you sometime?
Why?
'Cause I only get to see you when you come back home to visit. It would be a fun surprise to wait for you in front of your condo.
You wouldn't be able to come in, 'cause we have a security guard in the lobby.
Yes, I know. I have to let you know when I want to go see you, and book a hotel.
I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of spare time lately.
Oh, you really are busy. It's not cheap to go visit you. So I have to make sure you'll be available. I understand you have your own life now, but I want to talk with you in person.
That reminds me,
What?
I'm going home this weekend.
Are you serious? You usually don't come home this time of year. Is everything okay?
I have a surprise for my parents. I'm getting married.
What? Are you joking?
No, I'm serious.
Oh my god, what a surprise.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Hey Andrew, have you arrived yet? I've got takeout for lunch. We'll eat and talk about our future. I'm so looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait. My parents are excited too. Hey Andrew, is everything okay? I stopped by our parents' house, but nobody was there. I checked on the airline app and your flight was on time. I'm worried because my message hasn't been read. Text me when you read this. Andrew, is everything okay? What the hell? Why didn't you come visit today? It's terrible. You stood me up.
What? I didn't stand you up.
Andrew! You finally texted me back.
My bad. My phone was acting up all day. I had it on silent mode and literally I just read your messages. By the way, I'm confused. You said I'd stood you up. What is that about?
Oh my god. Of course. It's about our marriage. I waited for you at home all day. I ordered some starters and pizza for us. My family and I finished it without you.
Hold on. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't stand you up. And why did I have to go to your house?
Huh? What do you mean? As I said, we were waiting for you. I didn't hear from you until just now. And now you're talking nonsense.
What the hell are you talking about?
This is terrible. If you keep talking like this, I won't marry you.
Huh?
How about that? Surprised? If you come by right now and apologize to me, I will forgive you. And I want you to tell my parents that we're engaged.
Where should I start? Okay. I'm marrying...
I know. You're marrying me, right?
No. I'm going to marry Maggie.
Huh?
What?
Maggie. Miss Four Eyes from senior year.
Yes, a high school classmate, Maggie.
Wait a minute. We've been in a relationship for a long time.
Huh? You and I?
That's right. We've been good friends since childhood. We're like family and we're meant to be husband and wife in the future.
I don't get it. This is crazy.
Listen to me.
I'll tell you something, and I'll be completely honest with you. By the time we graduated from high school, I knew that you lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
You used to tell me all the time who asked you out. Remember?
Oh.
I'm not sure if you recall this, but you told me Jake had asked you out.
Did I say that?
I was already dating Maggie when you told me that.
No way. Seriously? That's terrible.
I'm not finished. Listen to me. You might have guessed by their last name that they are siblings. Jake, the quarterback, is Maggie's little brother.
What?
Your story about Jake sounded fishy, so I asked him if he had asked you out on a date. Asked him if he was still with his girlfriend. Now, you can imagine what his response was, can't you? He said he'd never asked you out. He said he doesn't even know you. I'm not always clued in, but I eventually realized I have to take your stories with a grain of salt. You used to tell me the same exact stories every few months. You still bother me with these stories. I feel like, here she goes again. I have to tell you, you really turned me off. I don't know how to deal with you, especially since Jake told me about your lies.
I have a question for you. Why did you even ask me who asked me out then? You were jealous, right?
Oh my god. It's because I knew you'd start asking me. Who do you think it was? Are you curious about the guy? You really want to know who it was, right? Unless I asked you first. And you never stopped messaging me. I wanted to finish it quickly, so I asked you first. That's it.
That's mean.
Mean? Really? I told you to stop lying, right? I told you I'm sick and tired of hearing your crap. You always hear what you want to hear. In general, you don't seem to understand what I actually say. For the last few years, I've been really tired of dealing with you.
Let me ask you this. Who am I to you? What do you think of me?
You're my high school classmate and childhood friend. That's it.
You're a jerk.
What the hell?
What?
Another thing is that you should apologize to Maggie.
Why?
I heard a bunch of stories from Maggie and her friends. They were all about when you were in the same class with her.
What did you hear?
Apparently, you were mean to Maggie.
Was I?
When you heard we were in the same after-school program, you told her to stay away from me. Don't hang around him. Don't even think of him as a friend, Miss Four Eyes. Why did you say such things? You were not my girlfriend or anything.
That's because...
First of all, we were in the same after-school program by chance. I joined after she signed up for it.
Well...
The other day, Maggie's best friend told me the ridiculous story. Which activity I signed up for was none of your business. Neither was who I hung out with. I felt sorry for Maggie when I heard the story.
I think you're being a bit dramatic. I couldn't stand her. She was getting too close to my boyfriend.
I've never been your boyfriend.
Andrew, we are besties and we are meant to be life partners.
We grew up together, for sure. But you're not the love of my life.
What? Seriously? Andrew?
Come on, I've had enough.
Are you kidding me?
I had a crush on Maggie, not you. She's the woman I want to marry, not you. I didn't choose you. Do you understand?
Oh my god.
You know, I think we should stop contacting each other for a while.
No!
By the way, my parents are moving out of town sometime soon. My dad is getting transferred at work. I don't think I'll be back here much.
That makes me sad.
Sarah, take care.
Andrew. Please don't leave me.
I'm not sure where Sarah's idea of childhood friends being the perfect match for each other came from. When I think about her having those feelings for me for so long, I feel sorry for her. But she'd been lying constantly just to get my attention. She misinterpreted everything I said. What is worse was the way she treated Maggie. It was absolutely unacceptable. Recently, a friend of mine told me that Sarah started looking for her future partner. She started telling people that she was engaged to her manager, who has a wife and kid. The company fired her right away for what she did. Now she sits at home complaining that she doesn't know how to start a relationship.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.